Hi, loves. So I've been on my money journey for about 8 years now. And, it never ends. The discovery and the practicing and the letting go of limiting beliefs, it never really ends. And the practice of being and staying conscious of what comes up is really important. So I want to share with you an experience that I had recently. So we went to the United States for my birthday. I'm in Mexico. I live in Mexico with my boyfriend, and every year we go to the United States and we go shopping because according to him, the shopping for brand name stuff is actually cheaper in the United States, not in Mexico. Okay, so this trip was for my birthday. And when we first started dating, he had taken me to Acapulco and Oaxaca. And so he really set the birthday bar pretty high for me since the beginning. So on my birthday, we usually go on a vacation. Last year we went to Tulum. And anyways, so we're in the United States shopping, and everything costed a lot of money, like the tickets and the Airbnb and just everything that we were doing, my birthday dinner. And I love that, I love that, and I love receiving. And so we were shopping, and I was picking out a bunch of purses. So I got a Kate Spade purse. I ended up getting two Michael Kors bags and a Steve Madden. So I remember we got home and I had said, I didn't get a new wallet because I've been basically using one wallet, which is a Kate Spade wallet, for many years now. I bought it for myself in 2021, and I've been using the same red Kate Spade wallet, matching wallet and purse. And I didn't get a new wallet. And I remember back in the United States that I was looking at the wallets, but I hesitated, and something inside me was like, well, I really want to get other stuff, so I won't look for a wallet. So it was in that moment back there that I looked back, and that I really kind of felt like it was too much that I was allowing my boyfriend to provide for me. And then when we got home and I mentioned, I didn't get a wallet and maybe I should look for a cheap wallet here. And he was like, well, why didn't you get one in the United States? Why didn't you get, one where we were shopping? And I didn't say anything to him, but that's when I realized, looking back, that was how I stopped myself. I made up a story in my mind that it was too much and I just shouldn't. So I lowered my own standards. I lowered, it was just really this, am I worthy enough to allow him to buy all this for me? And ultimately, I got a really expensive handbag, and I allowed that. Now, definitely not in every instance you're going to be able to buy everything that you want. However, this happened to be one of our biggest shopping trips. I mean, I got 6 perfumes and just a bunch of 6 pairs of shoes, and 4 bags. And, the moral of the story really is that, we can come a long ways. So if you knew me, you'd know I've come a long ways from what I used to think. I ever used to have a Kate Spade or even a Michael Kors bag. And I know those aren't the nicest, most expensive bags that you could ever have in the world. But I used to not be a girl that had those nice things or allow a guy to purchase those things for me and feel okay with that. Oops, lost that last recording, so let's say it again. really the moral of the story is you can expand. Your identity can alter and change. And at the same time, you may still confront old limiting beliefs, even on a daily basis. And that's okay. That's part of the process of growing and expanding, evolving. And you can actually expect that, really. So, you know, I was thinking at the beginning of my transformation, it was actually quite fast. And the last few years has been a little bit slower and steady. And I think for everybody, it can be both. So I have an invitation for you. The money mirror conversation is where you can come and have a conversation and see yourself through the lens of money. And we're having this every month. This next one is happening on August 29th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And look, I hope to see you there. If you want to come and join us in this very enlightening, intriguing, transformational conversation, which is free, then please comment below and I will make sure that you get the link to sign up. All right, my loves, until next time. Mwah.